So it'd be 4 in the spring. Could be 4 in the spring. Okay. All right. Well, what do you find in terms of where he is now and his challenges?
Well, just keep him, the baby attention on me.
Okay.
He's not a super forward horse. He's, big grafty, so once he gets tired, he gets a little behind the leg sometimes.
Okay.
Transitions.
Transitions.
A little prompting. That's okay. Okay. All right. Well, at 3, between 3 and 5, they learn how to focus more. But the initial focus is challenging because horses that survive find missing nothing. So when we come along expecting to focus on us and pay attention and stay on the bed, it's hard because when they're really on the bed, they're forgetting about the rest of the world. And horses focus their eyes by raising their head. So when they raise their head, their eyes don't work the way ours do. Their pupils don't open and close the same way. So they raise and lower their head for focus. And we ask them when we ride them to forget about that.
Yeah.
And to just think about us. And that takes time, okay? So he's got a nice march in his walk. His rhythm is correct. He's very attractive. I wouldn't know he was 3. He looks pretty muscled and mature looking for 3, so that's great.
He's really expanded the last, couple months.
Yeah, very cute. And he's a cross or... You don't know? Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Well, the Shire drag crosses are pretty nice. Who knows how you know. He's got a nice enough hip. I would wonder if he was either Clydesdale or Shire or something else. Yeah, I don't know if they have Shires or not.
Probably not.
They have a lot of Percherons, I know that. Okay. Well, show me. I want to see a little bit of working cut rising. Change your diagonal. There you go. And then really think about, I know you're in a little bit more of an all-purpose saddle, but you've got to really think about keeping your hip angle more open. Look at me. You've got to take the crease out of your pant, and you've got to really think about lifting your chin and staying really tall with your upper body. Because if you look down and lean forward and close your hip angle, that'll encourage him to be more on the forehand. Okay? So you got to think a little bit about your equitation to help him improve his balance even more. Oh, he's so cute. What a cutie. And then change direction. Let me see him the other way. He's cute. He looks like he could do anything. Some of the draft crosses are more earthbound than others. It varies. We had one in our area. Percheron Arabian went to Grand Prix. Crazy. So you never know.
That's quite a cross.
Yeah. Not one I would have chosen, but it worked out well for her, actually. There you go. So keep thinking about your hip angle, staying a little more open. So it's real important with the green horses that we really focus on our equitation and balance so that they're able to balance under us as much as possible. Make a big circle here in the center. So his rhythm is fine. The tempo varies a little bit. Sometimes he gets a little faster, but really, I think the 3 is doing great. You want to just be sure that he listens to your right inside leg and you don't get it too far back, because that lets the shoulder fall in. I know I said your right inside leg, I meant your left inside leg. Doesn't slide too far back. There you go, go straight ahead. And then chain train HXL. Fingers closed, thumbs on top. There you go. So if you keep a little bend in your thumb and you keep the thumb on top, you can hold the reins without them getting pulled out, without your fingers or wrists getting tight, okay? If the fingers are open, your fingers will be tighter, and the reins will also slip out. Then come back onto center circle. Keep the whip in your right hand a little bit more down over your thigh, and keep your fingers a bit more closed. So I think sometimes we think an open hand is softer. It's not. There you go. Eyes up. Yeah. And then straight ahead. And then I want to see a loop from M to X to F. This is from training level test 3. So you have to know, you can ask them to flex a little bit to the inside without falling off the rail, all right? So you'll notice on the rail we're on the 20-meter circles. It was pretty good, but now that we started a little different pattern, it's harder for them to stay balanced, and we're going to have to focus a little bit more on the right bend. We'll do that. And then circle in the center. And then when you're ready, canter. Okay. That is so cute. Good. Your upper body back and your eyes up and your chin back over your neck. You've got to be careful. Just drop your chin and stick it out. Okay? I'm sure you've heard that before. And it pulls you a little forward. Okay? So think about your chin back over your neck, your eyes up. Oh, so cute. And then back to trot. Don't get ahead of them. Think about your balance, eyes up. Okay. And then change rein. Just cut the circle in half and go the other way. It's kind of nice canter. Sometimes the draft process has kind of funny canters. Yeah, it's not real pure. It's kind of flat. 4B, it's not. I've seen some very nice draft process, but it varies. It depends on what the percentage of draft is too, and what type it is. We had one in our area that there was some Shire and Turkana. Really nice. Huh. Really nice. And canter laughing when you're ready. Your eyes are up. Your chin is back over your neck. Good. Well, you're doing a really nice job with him. He is really cute. And when I say cute, that's not a bad thing. And then back to the trot. Eyes up. Wait for him. Wait. There you go. Good job. Good. Good. And then walk. Give him a big pat. So for right now, if you went in training 1, you'd be just fine because you wouldn't really have much expectation for corners or bend off the rail. So when you went on the 20-meter circle and when you went straight, you're fine. I know we got a little distracted down there, but you were good. But when I asked you to do the loop, well, that's the next step, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've got to teach him to listen enough to the inside leg that if you ask him to look a little bit to the inside, that he doesn't stiffen and fall in, okay? So even in intro and training level now, we're talking about bend. Now, in the last test cycle, bend was never mentioned in intro, but it is now. So, and the reason it is that the old intro test used to say that it didn't mention bend, and it said that the horse should keep the nose in front of the vertical. So everybody rode their horses extremely hollow, really above the bend, and that's not the intention. So the idea we try to do is feel as though we explain to the horse at a reasonable expectation what our expectation is in order to keep going up the level. So what I mean is, even with the baby horse or young horse, we teach them, okay, you put the outside leg on, you move over, you don't rush, you don't stiffen, you stay the same, and you start to understand, you stand up off that inside leg and meet the outside leg and look to the inside. That, you know, takes a little bit of practice. So, you know, he's got 3 decent gaits, he's really attractive. So I think you're going to have a great time. I don't see really any inhibitions. I think you're going in the right direction. I think you're doing a good job. A lot you got to think about is your reputation. Because when you lean forward and look down and stiffen your hips, and you really put them on the forehand. So you've got to think about that. Equitation is not just looking a certain way because someone said we should. It's the effect it has on the balance of the force. Okay? So when you stick your chin out or when you drop forward and get ahead of it, you're putting more on the forehand. Okay? So it's not too early to work on a little leg yielding and teaching them. Put the inside leg like this over, and you can flex a little bit to the inside as well. And it's okay, because when we first start riding baby horses, we think about tempo, 2 reins, 2 legs, straightness. Then we start to add flexion and bending so that we can ride these movements and have them be correct and higher scoring. Okay? Because, for example, on your canter circles, when you was kind of relaxed and listening, you're at least a 7, 7.5. On your trot loop, you're at a 6. So that's a big discrepancy. Okay? So you just have to understand what the judge will want to see, and then just start to have it become, part of your routine. So have you worked a little bit on leg yield or turn the forehand with him?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. Show me.
What do you want first?
Let's start with turns in the forehand. So if he can do that and he understands it, then there's no excuse for him to fall in on the loop, is there? Yeah, there you go. Oh, she kind of walked into that track.
Yeah.
She walked right into my track. Okay, so just stop for a second. So stop. So what do you think I'm going to say about that? What do you think?
I don't know. It wasn't very
It's okay to
accurate.
say I don't know. It's okay to
It wasn't
say,
very accurate.
no, that's not it.
Okay, I don't know.
Accuracy has anything to do with it. He was backing up.
Yeah.
And so, wait a minute, hang on, don't do it, wait for me. Instead of stepping this direction with his hind leg, he was going this way. Okay, that's incorrect. So it wasn't an accuracy issue, it was a correctness to movement. So you want to be sure, it doesn't matter if it's big or not, you want to be sure he understands to step this way, and he should be flexed a little bit away from the direction the haunches are turning. So if you're moving his haunches towards knees, flex left. If you're moving your haunches away from knees, flex right. So teach him now that it's okay to flex and shoot a bit, and he's not going to back up. Because what they start to do is, if they don't understand this, if we keep them too much in place when they're learning it, they interfere, and they say, well, this hurts. So they back up. It's like, okay, I don't want to step on myself. So you want to teach him to step this way. Okay, so he's got to step forward and towards me. Not backing up. There. Good. Keep going. Not backing up. You got to feel it. Yeah. So it wouldn't be a bad idea. Stop for a second. It wouldn't be a bad idea also to work on this a little bit from the ground, just to tell him, hey, this is what I want. I think what you're going to have to do for a little while is make him large, and you've got to feel what direction the hind foot's going. Okay. So I'm here. Okay, I'm standing here. What he did was he did one step that was correct, and then whether it was because you were keeping him a little bit too much in place or he's just not quite balanced or coordinated, instead of continuing to step this way, one time he stepped this way, but then the rest of the time he stepped this way. Okay? So we try to teach a horse to step under the body and start to carry. If they back up or step out, that's not what we want. So you just have to explain it to them. So what I would do for now is think about making it large. Okay? Don't think about making it small. So just do a few more steps. This is very important because at a young age, if the horse gets confused about this, there, I am good job.
I didn't ask for that. I just kind of swinging him around.
What do you mean you didn't ask for
I
that?
just was kind of swinging him around to stand up here.
Well, he did the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So think about your aiding. He did, when you thought you were just bringing him around, he actually stepped the correct direction. So you should feel the left hind stepping to the right, not behind him. No, he's stepping behind him. You need to feel the difference. There. No, he's stepping back. There. Think forward. Let me get off the rail a little bit. That's good. Take a few more steps. So this seems a little tedious, but it's really important. You just got to step over, not backwards. Somebody's backing up. Can you feel it? There. There. A couple more steps. Good boy. Not backing up. There. Good boy. One more step.
Good
there.
boy.
Pedal.
Good boy.
This is important because later on when we start to ask for horse for engagement, if they don't understand to step under the body, what's going to happen? You know, many horses have you seen where their hind legs articulate out behind them? Okay, so that's what you want to feel. Now do it the other way. Do it off your right leg. So you should be flexed a little bit to the right, not backing up. It's okay if that half circle is large. I don't care if it's big. That's correct. That's correct. That's correct. That's correct. That's correct. He's thinking a little bit backwards now. He's thinking backwards. There. Good, and pat out. Nice horse. So this is very important because you'll notice, maybe it's because you're doing it on your dominant side or maybe he's more coordinated. But going this way,